Hi all, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to cook together our dinner that is going to be a delicious, super easy pesto pasta. So you are going to see that it's a very easy to do dish on the budget. Very tasty. If you don't like basil or you don't like peanuts, you can change for spinach or for hazelnuts instead of peanuts. But we are going to try to do the traditional pesto, so let's cook together. I'm going to add some water in here in my pot, and let's go. And in the meantime, I'm going to add something to the water. I'm going to add this. This is bay leaves, just two, okay, 2 leaves. And I'm going to add salt. Some people add as well olive oil or butter to the water, just to avoid the pasta go sticky, but I think it's not needed at all. So I'm going to use just water and the 2 bay leaves. I'm going to start with the pesto. The pesto is very easy to do. We need just 5 ingredients: garlic, basil, peanuts, pecorino, and parmigiano. I'm going to use the 2 of them because I love the flavor of the pecorino in pesto, but you can do just parmigiano. Let's go with the pesto. So the first thing that we are going to do is to peel the garlic cloves. We are going to use just 2. Why I decide to start to helping you to have more confidence or to be happier by cooking. And I decide to do that because to cook and to eat is very emotional. It can connect you with memories, with other moments in your life. I'm going to put my 2 garlic cloves in a plate. So we are going to use basil, more or less 100 grams. I'm going to use just the leaves because if not, it can go sour. So I'm going to take the leaves. Okay, I am looking for a nice leaf that I can use then to decorate my plate. You know that plating is very important when you cook because cook is something that includes a lot of sense. So it's not just the taste, but it's as well your smell. And the visual part is very important as well. Oh, I'm going to reserve a couple of beautiful leaves to decor my plate. When you eat, there are some chemical processes that happen in our bodies, and it's very important that we all be aware of that, because if you are aware of that, you can control how what to eat to make you happier. My water is boiling, so I'm going to use today spaghetti. So it's more or less 10 minutes. And I'm going to use like 250 grams, more or less. You can use other kind of pasta. And I'm going to cover my pasta. Let's create some space for the pasta to go down. When I was studying the chemical processes for happiness, I start to see that a lot of the food that help us to be happier are in fact of the Mediterranean diet. Then we are going to add our peanuts. The peanuts have to be roasted. If you don't find roast one, you can go for roast it by your own at home. This dish could help us to feel as well better with ourselves. At the end, the Mediterranean dishes have not that much calories because there are dishes thinking for countries that are very hot in summer, so you don't need that much calories. So at the end of the day, it's going to help you with your feet. I'm going to start my pesto. I have in here my cheese. This is Parmigiano cheese. And I have here the pecorino. We are going to use 200 grams of cheese for our pesto. And I have a beautiful olive oil. I have in here 150 milliliters. So I'm going to mix all together. Yeah. So I have here my processor. If there is any Italian watching, please forgive me. Because for Italian, this has to be done on hand and not with a processor. And the good thing of this sauce is that you can reuse it. So you can keep it on the fridge. I am adding the olive oil to start to mix a little bit everything together. So this is before having the peanuts in there and the cheese. So I will start with the cheese. The other thing that I'm going to explain is that it's not just about what we eat. So it's about to have an active life, and this is very Mediterranean as well, to have time to be with the people that you love and go with the flow. So this is something that is very, very typical, that is, you meet someone at 1 o'clock, at 2 o'clock, whatever time it is, and then you don't have a finish time. So it's always like you have the starting point, but you don't have the finish point. Well, I'm going to taste the pasta. So I have finished with the parmesan, and now I'm going with the pecorino. I finished now the cook of the pasta, and now I'm going to add the rest of my oil to the processor. I'm going to test my pesto. Amazing. Guys, do it. I don't need to put salt in here because the pecorino and the parmigiano are salty and fruity, very good. Now I'm going to add my peanuts. So I have that one that are roasted already. And you can add the peanuts at the beginning if you don't want to find them. But I love peanuts. I love to find them, and in fact I have here a little bit to decorate and to have big ones in my plate. I'm going to put the pasta off. Perfect. I don't have to heat the sauce, but in my case, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry, Italians that are watching me today, but I'm going to put it in the same place in which I cooked the pasta, so I don't going to add fire at all, even though as the Mother of Dragons, I would like to say Dracarys and put a lot of fire on there. No, but I'm going to put in there just to mix all together and to have the same temperature more or less with the sauce and with the pasta. As I told you, I'm going to add in here some part of the pasta. So I'm going to show you how the pesto looks like. We want to have like pieces of what we are eating. It's looking great. So green, so bright, smell amazing, all the smells of the peanuts, the basil, the cheese, super good and incredible. I'm going to put it in my plate. For decorating the plate, you can use cheese as well, the peanuts that you have, the beautiful basil. I'm going to use the basil and the peanuts. I'm going to add a little bit of pepper, peanuts. Perfect. Basil, but dry basil. Now I'm going to use my lips and put it in the top. Now I'm going to remove the ring. Perfect. And this is my dish today, guys. A beautiful and super tasty pasta pesto. So I hope you enjoy as much watching as myself cooking. It's a very, very healthy dish. It's low caloric, low fats, well, under control. And it's going to taste so good. So I hope you enjoyed and thank you so much for watching me today. Bye! Ciao, ciao!